We're Miriam and Tanguy, and this is Mighty Van. Back in 2019, we decided to buy a van and convert it into a tiny home on wheels. A year later, we were ready to move in and live our dream on the road. With our dog Philibert, we had plans for an amazing trip across North America. But 2020 had other ideas. With the COVID-19 pandemic, we had to adjust and find ways to explore our beautiful adoptive country of Canada. We got the chance to explore those lands, coast to coast, through all 4 seasons, starting with a very, very cold winter.
So, we are on Baymouth? Baymouth.
Yeah.
It's the south of the Manitoulin Island, and it's also where you take the ferry to join the south of Ontario, the Tobermory, or the Georgian Bay area. And this place, this little marina right there, is just so cute. So cute. And as you can see, we are the only one. Literally. Nobody is here. First, it's not the season, plus the virus, plus the winter. So here you can see someone very grumpy right now, who doesn't want to talk, as you can see. Trying to escape. Not going to escape me.
This is the very south of the Manitoulin Island, and behind me is actually Lake Huron, one of the Great Lakes. And we can't actually see land on the other side, but that's still Ontario, and that's Tobermory, and that's why there's a ferry service. This is the only access, except for the road that we took coming in at the very north of the islands. So it's either you're coming from, like, for example, Toronto and the rest of Ontario by I was gonna say by sea, but by the lake here with the ferry, or you have to drive all the way up north, which is an extra hour and a half, I think.
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours, yeah, by Sudbury, and drive into the island. So I think the ferry must be nice, because this place is very nice, and just coasting along on the ferry must be very nice during that type of weather. Maybe a little bit warmer, because in the middle of the lake it might be even colder, but still it's beautiful.
So we agree. This are trails, but they call that street. This is 5th Street going that way, and this is Huron Street that should bring us to a lake. But it's not a street. It's not a street. It's a trail.
It's funny.
You think it's funny? Kind of like a street of the forest. Like forest was a city full of buildings.
Right there.
You look cute.
Just taking a break.
Oh, it's supposed to go further.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to walk all the way to the lake.
And to that island over there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make it.
Do you want to take a sit?
Yes. It was quite a nice walk. A bit challenging for me because I don't have the right boots. And my feet are not waterproof in those boots. Those boots are not waterproof.
There was a lot of snow and most of it is melting, and so it's creating some
Puddles?
puddles, yeah.
But it's beautiful. It's quiet. And
Yeah.
the sun feels so good.
Sun feels good, yeah. And Philibert should be tired after that.
We hope.
Yeah.
We definitely hope.
It smells so good.
Our first Beyond Burgers inside the van.
Yay!
It's the first time we're using that. We are checking how much power it's taking.
Yeah, I think it's back to consuming some power right now. Minus 900 watts. And that's the drain of the grill plus the solar panels. The solar panels are charging a lot because it's really beautiful outside. There's a beautiful sun. We had no idea how much that would consume, how much power that would consume. And it's totally feasible in the van. The only thing is we shouldn't be making a grilled sandwich while boiling some water and warming the water to take a shower, for example, but we'll never do that, so it's good. We can have burgers in the van. Yay! And it's also the first time we're cooking with the windows open. And
It
this
is
so
cold.
nice.
But if you stand here, it's so warm. You have to stand here.
Yeah.
I think to eat, as we're going to be in the shade, we're not going to keep it open.
Yeah.
At least it's nice to have a bit of breathe, and it's like giving some fresh air inside the van.
Yeah.
Plus, this. So stoked and happy that we made a decision of having it right where we're cooking, because in terms like that, in moment like that, this is going there.
Yep.
I think it's helping.
Yes. It's helping with the cooking, and it's also, as you mentioned, ventilating with the door open. It's bringing some fresh air in the van. That's good. Should I open the back window as well
Ooh.
to keep some air flowing?
Yes, you can if you
Yeah.
want.
All right.
And here are the result.
Hungry.
We've been driving around the island for almost 3 hours now, and we did all the west, and there is nothing, like nothing, and nobody. Plus, even if you would like to have a nice view, the issue is the fact that everything is private property, so you can't even see the lake or enjoy a nice walk. And after more than 2 hours of the dog being in the crate while we drive, we decided to give him a break. So he's with us now. Don't stay here. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my god. the bonus today, it's a free overnight parking, max 2 nights. Yep. And no reason to fight, we are the only people alive here.
Je les entends qui grignotent.
So, this is a crucial moment. It's the moment where we need to use outside as our private bathroom. And it's a Saturday, so I hope we're not going to run into any people. But we'll see. Yes, boy. Yes, I'm here. Yes. Yes. So, we took a decision this morning. We were trying to make it work, staying in like the nature and different places. Especially that spot that was like beautiful. It's still beautiful because we're staying here tonight again. It's gonna be our third night here.
Third night. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is nice to be able to be out. We're not seeing anybody. Lately we haven't gone to any places where we could like get infected or giving the virus to anyone, but still we are starting to have like a full toilet inside the van. The water tank start to be pretty full.
The usual challenges of van life are even more challenging during pandemic times.
Yeah, so we took the decision to take an Airbnb. Our sublet offered to us to go back to our old apartment downtown Toronto, but the issue is it's a big condo, a big building full of people with dogs. They are maybe infected with the virus.
And it's in the middle of Toronto as well. It's in the city where everything can get worse very fast. So we don't feel comfortable going back to a big city just yet.
Yeah, we need to use the elevator. We need to use all the like shared places like the lobby and everything. So I mean that we could pass the virus and we could get it too.
So it's not, for us, it's not the smartest move to go back to a big city right now. So yeah, we decided we want to stay up north. We've been looking, Miriam's been looking at Airbnbs and we selected one. We chatted with the owner. The owner was actually questioning whether or not they should keep renting their place during those times, because it's a pretty safe area where they are. Apparently there's been no reported cases of anyone infected, and they don't want to be responsible for bringing people from the city want to go up north, isolate for 15 days, and actually bring the virus to their town.
Yeah.
So we talked to them, told them that we've been away from cities for at least a couple of weeks now, chatted with them, and it went great. And so we're going to go there the next 2 days, and we're going to stay there for 14 days. The recommended period of time by the government to isolate and self-contain, I guess.
Yeah.
To make sure that you don't have any symptoms, that you don't present any harm to anyone. And yeah, so we'll stay at that place for a couple of weeks. The owner's okay for us to stay longer if we need to, even like to a price on the rent or whatever. So they really appreciate our effort to not spread the virus if we had it, and they're in the same spirit too. Like everybody's in this together. So
Yeah.
we'll stay there 2 weeks. We'll see where we take it from here, what we decide to do. If we stay, if we go back on the road, if the situation got better in the country and maybe parks reopen, we'll figure it.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out. during
Yeah,
our
and
stay.
like Tanguy was saying, like it was hard, like really hard to find a place around Airbnb. You can really say that a lot of people took off their listing because they want to avoid people to go to their place or to their little towns
Yeah.
and brings anything from a big city with them. And we do understand that, but for us, it was kind of like the only option left for us. And a lot of people in the Vanlife community did it before us, did that move, and so now it's our turn. And we will see if maybe after we decide to take the offer of some friends who offer their driveway,
Yep.
we need to be safe first to be sure that we can't give it to anybody, and then we will decide where we do, because like every day the situation in the world change.
Yep.
So I'm not confident in the fact that in 2 weeks it's done in Canada.
Anywhere. Yeah.
And anywhere, but at least if we know we're safe and we can be with people safely, that could be really nice, at least. Otherwise, we will have to wait to travel again.
Yeah, that's not the easiest decision we had to make, because we obviously want to keep traveling and keep being in the nature, but it's the best for everyone, including us. So, yeah.
But we are staying positive, because even if a lot of our friends contacted us being like, oh my gosh, it's so hard for you, like you've been working on that project for so long, and it's true. It's been like something like 2 years that we were talking about that project, a full year of building the van and building the trip. But we feel pretty lucky because first we get to be outside. It's nice. Our dog is happy. We just have the door of our van to open to walk him without being in contact with anybody and seeing anyone. Plus, we don't have anybody around us impacted for now, like close family or close friends. So we're really lucky. Really lucky. And especially with our family being in France, it's extra hard to be far from people when they actually might be contaminated and something bad could happen to them. So it's really, really reconforting to know that they're safe. They're doing everything that they should do to stay safe. So yeah, we still find ourselves very lucky in that situation.
It's hard to have most of our plans and itinerary cancelled, but at the same time we're not complaining, so
Yeah.
keeping positive.
Yeah. And it will give us time to work on our videos.
Yes, hopefully.
Another week, another change of plans. Somehow this one seemed bigger. We were leaving the van for a few weeks and we stopped traveling. Our stay on the Manitoulin Island was still one of the best memories we had of our entire trip. It was a nice little spot, hidden from everyone and everything. In the next video, we discover the cottage life. We show you the routine we tried to create for the few weeks we spent in that private property. It was new, but it was good. I mean, Philibert was confused, of course, but he loved it. And the wildlife didn't stop there. We met raccoons, beavers, you'll see. And it might be sunny, but the winter wasn't gone yet. Thanks for watching. As usual, if you liked the video, like it, share and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.